stats where the numbers don't lie. Late work piled up, gotta ask myself why. Mr. Ain't gotta keep up the pace or you'll die. Mr. Deadline, now I'm feeling the heat. Late work policy got me shuffling on my feet.
Your goal is to have the picture of your parabola or the roots or the x-intercepts and the vertex to be whole numbers. Whole numbers. So for example, if this is my x-intercept or root, I'm going to drag it to there. That would be -4, 0. You'll notice that this end is a little bit off, so you can learn to stretch it. Is a good one, or you can move it around. All right, step number 4, we're going to trace the photo with Desmos. The goal is to have your picture, your parabola, where the roots, the x-intercepts, and the vertex to be whole numbers. Okay, but I have 2 warnings for you. Warning number 1, the vertex and the y-intercept cannot be the same point. If they are, I will take points off your final project grade. Class, what color is this in? So let's go up to the blue picture. Here's an example. This is the y-intercept. This is the vertex. They are the same point. Don't make your graph like that. All you have to do is just move it to the left or the right. Warning number 2, the x-intercepts or the roots should not be on the origin, 0, 0. So here's the origin, I have a graph there. I put it next there, should say no, you should not do that, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move the A, H, and K sliders so that it goes on top of my graph, my parabola. You can also move the vertex point, and on my screen it'll be purple. So let's go ahead and do that first. So go down to my here. You kind of want it near the origin, but not exactly on the origin. Okay, so this is where resizing really helps. Okay, so let's practice vertex. Okay, so I basically can drag the parabola. Now if you can't see the parabola, you can change it different colors. You can long click on that little part there, and you can change it. Okay? If you want to make your line thicker, change it to a bigger number. If you want to change the transparency, you can make it a decimal so you can barely see it. Or just, I think 1 is the default. Okay, so I wanted to match, and I'm probably going to match the vertex first. So I'm hoping that's a... Now, not only can you drag it, you can actually type in the numbers. So let's just put -3, and let's see, 3. Whole numbers. Okay, looks pretty good, right? Now I'm just probably going to switch my A value. So let's move it back and forth. Okay. Okay, this is where you might want to do some editing. So maybe I just stretch it a little bit more. Something like that. Okay? So that's what I did. I moved around the HK point, and I moved the sliders around. Okay, now we're going to click on the Desmos parabola, and we should have 4 points that come up. Okay? Actually 3.5. I know, watch. So if you go down on the left side, look for your vertex, HK, and click label. What do you think it's going to do? Oh, you see the graph? Now it's told me the order pair that we have. Okay. Now if I click on my green parabola, the 4 points will show up. Now I said 3.5. And if you click on them, that's what I want you to do. Click on it. Those points are actually going to show up on your graph. Okay? Now, we made it easier. I apologize, the periods 3 and 4. We just kind of realized, you know, I was trying to do 2 forms, vertex form and factored form with 1 picture, and I was trying to get the vertex and this number, the intercepts to be whole numbers, and it was way too hard, like really hard. Like you couldn't do it for 10 minutes. It was really hard. So what we're doing now is we're separating it into two. So you'll have your two pictures. Each of your pictures will be your own graph and your own equation, okay? So I clicked on all of those. We're gonna drag it in and label it soon. Last part for vertex is we're gonna use the x value of the vertex and type that into a new equation, x equals, and I realize, okay, magenta doesn't show up, so you can just pick any color you want. So, class, what's my vertex? What's the order pair? What is the x value? Is it -3 or +3? Okay, so go ahead and create a new equation. X equals -3. Ta-da! What is the red line? What is it called, class?
Axis of symmetry.
The axis of symmetry. So I want to change it to a dotted line, so you're going to long click. And you can change it. And now we have, so I got that number from the order pair. I got that by pressing label.
GP 101 Production presents Chess, the Mathing Edition, with its very own custom piece set. Order your Mathing chessboard today.